Hi everyone, Trish, Facebook Live, leadyourlifestyle.com and choosing a life of freedom and choice. Just wanted to talk to you today about the top 5 things that leaders do to achieve a successful business. And I was invited as a guest speaker on what's called a new member orientation call this morning, and it's a very powerful call to introduce new members to the business model, to the concept of creating and developing an online business. And the call went for at least 3.5 hours, and I was part of that process as a guest speaker. And one of the main things that was talked about on that call was the 5 things that leaders do to create and develop a successful business. Now, I'm down here in Tasmania at the moment, and extremely grateful to be able to do that, to literally book a week before coming and to have that freedom and the flexibility to actually come down here and just spend time with family, spend time with mum while she is in and out of hospital at the moment. So extremely grateful to be able to do that. And that's all part of this process of building and developing your online business. These 5 things that that leaders do. First thing is getting very clear about your vision, getting clarity around that vision. The way that you can do that is always write down what it is that you want to achieve. There is a process, there's many processes that you can go through to be able to clarify that and cement that into the subconscious mind. And that's through affirmations and through visualization. Getting into the feeling space of that vision every single day. So number 1 is getting clear on your vision. Number 2 is income producing activities. So making sure that you're doing income producing activities every single day. I know the night before, I know and write down exactly what it is that I want to do the next day. Now, when it comes to an online business, those revenue producing activities is anything from advertising and marketing, writing blogs or writing articles, communicating with your audience or communicating with your subscribers. Exactly what I'm doing here, doing a Facebook Live directly to subscribers or to an audience. These are all forms of revenue producing activities when it comes to developing and building an online business. The third thing that leaders do is invest in themselves. Now, when investing in yourself, it can mean anything from a book, purchasing a book, to listening to audio, to going to seminars, to going to conferences, to training. So listening to training, doing training on that skill that you want to develop and create. I know that in the last 12 to 18 months, I think I've traveled to many different countries. I think about 6 different countries to attend different events. And one day at one event can be the equivalent of 6 months to a year's worth of training or education. Immersion at events is really powerful. So investing in yourself, it can be anything from a $20 book or ebook right the way through to seminars and conferences that can cost thousands. However, you know, it doesn't matter where you are, it just means investing in yourself every single day, because these are 5 things that leaders do every single day. Number 4 is masterminding. So number 4 is connecting with like-minded, motivated people that want to achieve very similar goals to yourself. And we talked about that today. Masterminding is going on all the time in my business. I'm part of a few mastermind groups, but also bigger masterminds like the Dominican Republic that I went to just recently, where there were 40 of us and we were all masterminding breakout sessions, anywhere from 2 people right the way through to 40 people. We had groups of 10, which worked perfectly. Masterminding, proximity is power, as they call it. So mixing with like-minded, motivated individuals that want to get to the same place as you do. And the most important thing, I think, number 5, what leaders do is what's called learn, do, teach. So in an online business, whatever it is that you're learning and doing, you can teach. And so it can come from the other step where you're investing in yourself, whether you're reading the books, you're listening to audios, you're going to seminars, you're going to conferences, and you're learning on a consistent basis, you're putting into action. And then what results are you getting? You can be sharing those results with other individuals out there, to your subscribers, to your database, and sharing those things, those improvements as a result of the things that you're learning and putting into action. So that's my share today, the 5 things that leaders do. Trish, leadyourlifestyle.com, a life of freedom and choice. Over and out here from Tasmania in Australia. Bye everyone.